Okay, we're back. So shift issues have cost us how many hours do you think this weekend, Tucker?
I'm well, so a whole day, not a whole day,
Mm-hmm.
like 22 hours of a day, and then then yesterday probably costed us.
Cost. You're gonna have a tough time breaking that habit, aren't you?
Yes, I do.
You let it become a habit. Okay, we are mostly gonna push main story. Tucker and I did get a little bit of extra in last night in split screen again through. We did some side quests in split screen. It was fun. We did good. We all got pretty tired though. Then we watched a little bit of the Pacific Rim Netflix show. Tell us a little bit about that Netflix Pacific Rim thing.
Mechs.
Tucker, that was the most generic description ever.
I said what it was about, didn't I?
I thought you wanted to be a YouTuber. Because right now you suck.
Thank you.
Tell us about Pacific Rim, mister. I'm an expert on Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim is about mechs fighting monsters with weapons.
Oh, that's it? It's just mechs and monsters. There's no backstory. All these detailed 10 in strength for Tango, ultimate 5 in defense, and has the best abilities. All this in-depth knowledge that you... What do you mean what? You're the one who told me all about the Pacific Rim video game and all the in-depth stats. You're the one who, when we go on a walk, you're like, ask me a Pacific Rim question, ask me a Pacific Rim question, ask me a Pacific Rim question, ask me a Pacific Rim question. And now it's
Tango Blue.
Robots versus monsters. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, step it up. Tell the people of this world, what is special about Pacific Rim the Black? Why is focusing on Australia with the Pacific Rim universe important?
I haven't really looked into Pacific Rim the Black lore. I've only looked into the movie lore.
Wouldn't it take place with all the lore though? Because you've read the graphic novels, right?
No, the Black takes place, I think,
before or after the movies?
I think it's after the movies.
Okay, now, we had planned to beat Wonderlands in a weekend because that's what I kind of had, and obviously when the game first comes out, that's when the views are hot, baby. Views, views, views. I don't want to be Mr. Views. And let's just go straight to main story. Just try to avoid everything else. Because we don't have long. It's Sunday, so I'm gonna have to get him home. Between 7 and midnight, we were set up to record. Had the recording on. It was another really long day. We did so much shit Friday. It's not even funny over here at home, but I'm not going to go into that. But it was just a very busy day. Still got on the computer ready to record Wonderlands, 7 o'clock. And, you know, I'll be honest. I was proud of myself because I had every right to just be like, screw it. But we chose the right thing. And guess what? Shift was down. So Tucker and I got in maybe an hour in split screen. I was talking about this a little bit yesterday. Now, Saturday in this case. So, yeah, yesterday. What we did, and we lost all the progress in this area. We got to fight all the way through this area again. We were, like, almost to the summit of this main story mission.
Darn.
Thanks to these stupid shift issues. Whatever you did, Gearbox, you can have the shift thing going for, like, crossplay, but why do we have to be connected to shift to do same console play? Don't understand. If we're on the same family of consoles, we shouldn't have to be connected to your shift server. And if I'm playing solo, if anybody's playing solo, they should not be impacted by the fact that shift is shit in the bed. Rip and tear. Oh, heck, Waiter the Hurricane. We getting in that. That's part of our side questing last night, I'm sure, which we enjoyed. We were laughing. There was one in particular where we decorated a little gnome or goblin or troll in like polka dots and then dressed it up, and then Linda, I think it was, fell in love
with the goblin.
Yesterday we recorded from, I believe, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. we got set up, which was pretty good because Grandma woke up with angina at 6 in the morning and it was a pretty rough morning. I know that we got 10 hours in. I know that much, which was good. I was really happy about that. But we still wanted to push even more. Tucker thought we could get to 25. I was going to try to really push us to get to 30 if we could. That didn't happen. We went to bed at 1. We're starting to record again at noon. Tucker has school in the morning and he's an early riser, so we don't have too long But we think that we can get to chapter 9 or chapter 10. Now, Tucker, I give you a moment to think about it. Explain to us the timeline of Pacific Rim the Black.
I haven't read all the novels.
How many are there?
I think there's 4. I've only read 2.
And you've actually read them all the way? You didn't...
Yeah, I read them all the way.
It wasn't like the Netflix thing where you're like, I just skipped to the fights.
No, I don't skip. I didn't skip to the fights in the novel.
Were you glad that you actually watched the story last night on the Black instead of just watching the fights?
Well, I watched the full episode that time, or I watched the first episode completely. Yeah.
Okay, then the others you were like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm out of sniper ammo. I regret buying the sniper because it just ran through and it really didn't even do that much work. Oh my god, I'm getting beat up. Okay, well, tell me about the first graphic novel you read in the Pacific Rim universe.
It was about Mark 1 Jaeger called Tactic Ronin. Remember that, Turok?
Tactic Ronin, that's the first one, right? Or that's the second one. Did you say there was one before Tactic Ronin, but you can't remember it?
Yeah.
Okay, what was its name?
I don't remember it. I don't remember its name. I know what it was, though.
So the graphic novel is dedicated to Tactic Ronin.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's the story of this one? What happened with Tactic Ronin?
It was the story about how it was able to kill 2 kaiju and how its pilots died.
Okay, well, tell it in story format. You gotta begin with what's happened. Then the hero must have a goal, and that hero must be set back on the path to their goal. So, what is the arc of Tactic Ronin?
So, I don't
How does
really...
Tactic Ronin come to be? What's the inception here? How do they create it? What was you usually know all the logistics?
It wasn't said how it was created.
Well, what was it made out of? Because with Cherno Alpha, you're like, it has 40 diesel engines, 20,000 miles of
that's Crimson.
electric cable. See, you know all the details. So let's tell me about the specs here. Mister, it's about robots fighting monsters, and yet you know all the diesel engines and the fibers and stuff. What are the specs on Tactic Ronin?
You mean stats?
Tucker, I want you to understand something. You're in 6th grade and I'm 30 years old, so when I say specs, it means specs. You know what specs are?
No.
Specifications. Like a computer, my specs are, I have a Ryzen 5800X. I have a GTX 2080 Super. Those are your specs, the specifications. Stats are video games. Specs are real life. This is what's in the thing. Does that make sense now? Just because that one guy with the animal tier list says that bugs are the meta and stuff like that, doesn't mean that's actually how science works. If you go to do a biology report when you're in college or something, or high school even, and you say bugs are the meta, they're gonna think you're creative, but they're also gonna say, what the hell are you talking about? This is not the language we use. So life is not a video game. Now, what are the specs of Tactic Ronin?
It's got the blades of... Well, I guess Taiko Eureka took the blades, but... I forgot his name. Tactic Ronin had blades on its wrists that looked a lot like Striker Eureka's blades on his arms. So, that's cool.
Okay, Tactic Ronin had blades on his arms?
Yeah. But they couldn't retract and they couldn't, like, be put away like Striker Eureka's could.
Uh-huh. I think...
And they also...
Go ahead.
And on his chest, Tactic Ronin had 6, like, small gun muzzles poking out, or gun barrels poking out. I don't know if they're cannons or if they're just ordinary miniguns, but still uses those to fight. I think that's all his weapons.
Blades on his arms, and what else does he have?
He has like he has 6 guns on his chest. I don't know what kind of gun they are, but he uses them to fight.
Dude, this guy drops the fish. It's official. This is his drop point. So I just got the fish too.
Nice.
So he is a boss we can farm with the obelisk. Now see, the obelisk, what it should do is come back. That way we can finally have non-load boss farming. I think, Tucker, what happens is you get nervous to talk.
You behave yourself this time, alright?
In the recording, which is weird because you weren't nervous when we would stream, but in the recording you haven't quite found your voice yet.
Mushroom?
We didn't pick that one up. He went,
Where?
mm-hmm. I'm doing critical hits, why not? I was finally able to add a point of constitution. Now let's see if it glitched out. I went from 16 out of 30 4 times yesterday. I know we were going to focus primarily main story, but I can't help but do the obelisks. I like them. I do wish there was more vending machines, and I do think that the map travel is oddly difficult. Like, there's something strange about Wonderlands is not all the quality of life changes from BL3 actually made it in here. The map is generally... I like the overworld. I'm cool with that system. Because it's a nice mix between the open world genre and the classic Borderlands. Everything's in zones. But it's more difficult to navigate the map. I'm not sure that there's the checkpoint right outside of the boss either in this one. I've yet to see that. I'm not sure why they'd get rid of that because that was sort of universally praised. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I think people are so on Destiny that they almost forget this isn't a so-called MMO light at the same time. You gotta keep up with the times too, and I appreciate that they're trying to push some endgame here. What we were talking about yesterday is if they're gonna start, they need to do what they've done here with Wonderlands with the whole make your own character and stat system, like from now on for sure. I hope they don't get rid of that because they finally basically gave us build your own Vault Hunter. We need more subclasses though. You can do with like, you're gonna think I'm over the top and crazy for saying this, but like 20. So we actually have a ton of variety. That being said, there was a point. Oh. With 20 subclasses, then you want to push the actual multiplayer elements more. Push the multiplayer elements more. Make it so that a takedown is truly... Like, have a solo mode, but also have a mode for it that only can really be done with 4 players. So-called true takedown, they called it there. But what you need is not just everybody deals a lot of damage. Have it to where somebody can play a role. Have someone actually get to be a tank. Have someone get to be... damage dealer. Have somebody. That's how we get into those deeper RPG mechanics while also remaining a shooter. That's what's going to set it above. That's their trouble though, is Destiny kind of did that already. I'll never play Destiny again if I can help it. But I mean, I'm a Borderlands guy, but in some ways you got to change with the times. Look at what some other people out there are doing and doing right. Enchanted on spellcast, increased gun damage. That's pretty nice. I do like that it's toxic. Oh, this is toxic too, so.
That's enough to wilt grass.
We got rip and tear now. All right, well, I wasted my money on this. Oh, no, I didn't. That's not the one I bought. This is the one I bought. This is the one that's supposed to be crazy. There we go. Still gonna run through ammo because it's ×3, but. Okay, so Tactic Ronin had how many Kaiju kills, Tucker?
Tactic Ronin?
Yeah, had how many kills? Confirmed kills.
He had 3. He had 3.
Oh, so,
I don't remember the name of the...
He kills a Kaiju on his first deployment then.
Yeah.
And then he's forced to fight 2 Kaiju.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens that he dies?
Tactic Ronin doesn't die, the pilots die.
Oh. Alright, well tell me the story.
So, Tactic Ronin was fighting E-Tac its second kill. and attack hit it in its reactor, where to a point where it started leaking nuclear waste. And since the ventilation was broken, all the radiation was leaking into the cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
So then after they killed ETAC, the pilots of Tactic Ronin had something called like drift trauma or something.
We're going the wrong way. A drift
And if they
trauma?
ever drifted again, they would die.
What, they called it drift what?
Drip.
Was it to do with the drift or drip?
Drift.
Okay. So they had like something went wrong with their brains because of their drifting. Didn't go right?
No, the radiation.
Oh, the radiation broke up their drift. So
No, it didn't.
pilots have
break up.
always had to drift?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why is that? What was determined that pilots had to go into this drift state in order to pilot the Jaegers?
Because the Jaegers were too big for a single pilot. If a single pilot were to pilot a rig, their brain would fry.
Well, didn't one of the pilots actually manage to do it by themselves? Two of
Yeah.
them? Okay, what was their story?
Both times their pilot was either incapacitated or was killed, or incapacitated or knocked out. So then they had to do it by themselves, but they can never do it for that long. They can only do it for like 30 minutes. The longest that's ever happened. I don't know how long it took them, but remember in Pacific Rim movie when Gypsy makes it all the way to the Arctic?
Yeah, that was Gypsy?
Yeah.
I thought it was the black guy that had managed the longest. What was his name? Commander Felix or something?
Stacker Pentecost.
Stacker Pentecost. I thought he was the one who did the longest solo walk.
Got that going for you.
Or he only did it for like 5 minutes because he just needed to kill a kaiju and then he was extracted.
Oh, he killed it by himself though.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's crazier than the walk.
But the same was said for Riley too, because he killed a kaiju and walked all the way to the Arctic.
I thought him and his brother managed to kill it first.
No, his brother died fighting.
Oh.
Then he had to finish it off himself.
Why do fans not like Pacific Rim Uprising as much?
Strange bedfellows and all.
I don't know why.
Well, you feel kind of the same way though, right? You don't like it as much?
Yeah, I don't remember the reasons, but
Whereas you can watch the movie Pacific Rim over and over on repeat, not mind. But you can't remember the reasons for Uprising? Is it because the plot is kind of convoluted? Like, I really thought that the Super Kaiju was pretty dumb.
Decisions.
they basically copied the first movie too. Just having one big bad at the end.
Well, so there's no more Kaiju because they closed the portals.
Yeah.
But they're gonna reutilize the Jaeger tech to create a police state, correct?
Yeah.
And this corporation is actually using Kaiju brains to run the mechs.
No, that was just Newton. Or Newt.
What was the thing that they were using to power the mechs that made them evil? Or was it that
Or
Newt
they were
had-
using ordinary reactors. It's just that Newt sabotaged it so that way they would go haywire.
Oh. Well, what was that thing where they're like in a Triceratops skull and it's all lit up and they're pushing it's like in their... Well, they had the people, they were like drones, right? They were remotely drifting. They would...
Yeah. But they were small enough to where they could be piloted with a single person.
Okay, so we're gonna reutilize the Jaegers and we're gonna make them become cops.
Yeah.
And that was considered evil because...
What do you mean?
Tell me why that's evil.
I didn't say that was evil.
It's supposed to be evil, though. You're supposed to not like them.
It's
And
not
you
the
said,
corporation you're not supposed to like, it's Newt.
I thought the corporation was kind of evil, too.
No. Newt was corrupted by the kaiju brain that he had.
This is a race. All right, we gotta
Because he
go.
wouldn't stop drifting with it.
Well, I thought it corrupted him. I thought it was...
Oh yeah, it did.
And he became, like, part of them.
became like possessed by him.
Yeah. So they brought another Doom weapon in here, but they made it a unique and they turned it into an SMG instead of a shotgun. But I hope the Hellwalker makes a return.
What's that?
That's the where you get the Doomslayer shotgun in Borderlands. It's pretty amazing. I think they should do more tie-ins like that. Just slight references. The guns look similar. Like I'd love to see some Halo weapons in here, some Turok weapons in here. Where it's like, yeah, it's not quite that, but at the same time, I get what you're going for. A lot like the Hellwalker shotgun. The Hellwalker shotgun is also the one, Tucker, where when you shoot it, you get the electric guitar chords. You get like the metal chords. That's pretty cool. I made that build on YouTube, the Doomslayer, for Zane. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
Okay, well, when Borderlands 3 first came out, that was my first guide.
The Doomslayer guide?
I made a Doomslayer build for Zane because he's all about speed. So you can run like 200 miles an hour and carry the Hellwalker shotgun and make a shotgun build. It was really good for mobbing and the old level cap, and it was really fun. It wasn't really the boss killer, but it was definitely a fun mobbing build.
Would a shotgun be better to kill a single thing? Would a shotgun in Borderlands be better to kill multiple targets or a single thing?
Usually it's single target heavy damage. But it depends. Like in Borderlands 1, you had Sledge's shotgun, which was practically speaking useless, but it had a blast pattern as large as your screen. So you could actually use it to travel around. You'd shoot it under your feet and it would launch you up. So people would use it to travel to areas you're not supposed to get to. Whoops, wrong button. Oh god, wrong button.
What happened?
I just hit start. And we're in the middle of this fight. I'm just trying to get to my damn sniper. Okay, bottom is the sniper. Bottom sniper.
Better you than me.
After this episode, I gotta get grandma lunch, but that will take me 5 minutes. I've already got it prepped. There's Swabby. Here's the last mates. Look, Tucker, it's you. Cabin boy. Your skelly's out here, Tucker. Your skeleton. Little Tucker.
Aw.
Tucker from just 1 year ago looked like that. This thing shoots saw blades, it looks like.
I've cast my
It does shoot saw blades. Tucker, look at this guy's head. Don't kill. Oh, the mushroom killed him, damn. Look. Oh, you can't see it if it's that
Whoa.
close. See him bounce? So
Yeah, they bounce off walls and stuff.
it's a Vladoff that has a crossbow on the end, and the crossbow ejects a saw blade, and the saw blade ricochets. And it also shoots 3 projectiles. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat, dude.
Is that jump back there?
A balloon? I missed that jump back there. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, now you have to not talk for the next 2 hours. You have to be purely silent. 2.5 hours into your stream, you have to say, I think I missed that jump back there. And then just stay quiet after that. So I don't want to steal that guy's joke. That's a YouTuber who made that joke. I don't even remember his name, but it was brilliant. What the hell? What do we do?
We're supposed to pop big balloons.
Oh, we'll do it. They do the most violent explosions in this game.
They blew up Latence's ship.
My best breaches were on there. New recruits, show mean-elbowed timber shiverers what your pegs are made of.
Tucker said, "Oh," to the little cabin boy who is a grotesque, terrifying skeleton. Every skeleton is missing its canine tooth and left front tooth. They all have the same dental woes.
They're all bound to lose those teeth.
I'm surprised you're not gonna get sued over that Titan slam you can do.
What slam?
Your ability is the Destiny Titan slam. Do you have it back up? Use it if you have it up so I can watch it again.
I don't have it yet.
I blame you for trying.
There's one around here. But he's like under the damn map.
Probably fell.
God dang. I hate glitches.
Yeah, he's down below.
Oh my god. Don't tell me we have to kill them. You stay up top. So you can move the quest forward.
Oh, defeat Swabby.
Oh, we should have traded jobs then. I want to defeat Swabby.
That's it. I'm coming in.
Oh God, cabin boy, no!
Cabin Boy's involved in this?
Yeah, he's chasing me on his little legs.
Oh no.
He's too fast. Yeah, I'm not lying. He's actually pretty fast. Oh wait, never mind.
On one leg?
He's not on a leg. He's not on one leg.
That's what you said.
No, I said little legs.
Oh. Still loving the
pirates hurt.
variety in the level design. It
I'll
looks
leave-
good.
I'll leave cabin boy for you.
Oh, gee, thanks. With this one leg?
Cabin boy should be the easy one.
I looked up at the webcam. That's a good sign. I still have some streamer habits. Look at little cabin boy. God, he is fast. Jeez. You weren't kidding. Let's fish slap him to death. Come on, let's join in on this. Shaun of the Dead. I'm having
We got
a
him.
good time. He took one fish slap.
Before someone gets really hurt, we'll join back up with Freewood's crew.
I have me crew back. Now for our ship. She be the finest wooden woman to ever ride the buttery sea. Polly, find us the wreck.
Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, they're on one knee.
Yeah.
They're tired.
Now we need to find the Marley Maiden. Oh look, we have to follow Polly.
Go, Polly, go. I choose you, Polly.
In the last few minutes. So here be the tale of woe that brought me down to the depths of what used to be the ocean.
Pirate backstory.
I'm just gonna tune out for a minute.
Fiercest pirate captain on the buttery seas. I had a
The
fine,
buttery seas.
loyal crew and true love.
Oh my. True love.
Didn't even explain the curse.
Pirate backstory be insufficient for ye. Never mind then, you scurvy cur.
You skeever cur. Let's go to full auto. I'm sick of bursting that thing out. Look at that thing. That's kind of cool. Frigid bloop. Whatever a bloop is.
Bloop.
Pretty similar to the, I think it's the second DLC? Or the first? The one that's all icy. Oh yeah, it's the first one. The handsome,
Collection.
or, Hammerlock.
Oh.
The first DLC for BL3, which is the Hammerlock and the gay marriage whatever thing. Which is not a comment on gay marriage. It's just exactly what it's about. It's fine. Anyway, the thingies, they float and you shoot them. There. That's my best Tucker impression ever. What is Pacific Rim about? This kid who constantly wants me to ask him more about Pacific Rim. It's about robots fighting monsters. I'm gonna remember that the next time we walk, Tucker. And you're like, hey, ask me a Pacific Rim question. You already told me all about it, Tucker. It's about monsters. There's gonna be a boss down here. More than likely, it's about monsters being fought by robots. Or in the case of Tucker, fought it. In the case of Quinn, fought it. Sell. Where is Sell all junk?
How did I get a second fish?
You might be wondering why I call
He must have dropped another one for you. Or you found a glitch, in which case, quick, reproduce it.
Oh wait, no, I swapped my melee weapon out.
favorite
Oh.
killer fungus.
Critical melee hit damage, shotgun reload speed. Actually, you need this ring. What am I doing? I'm gonna give you this ring. Ironsides, you've been a beast. I'm gonna miss you.
Hey, Truck, which one do you think's better?
What do you mean?
Look at my screen.
I got the curtains closed, so just tell me the stuff.
Well, my new axe, it has higher damage, higher attack speed, higher critical chance, higher critical damage. It has plus 10 melee damage, plus 50 critical damage. It has vampire, so it restores 7.4 of my maximum health and maximum ward with melee. And then the fish has plus 10 melee damage, minus 20 attack speed. It has melee attacks, always apply poison status effects, stacking up to 5 times. And vampire, melee attacks restore 7% of your maximum health and maximum ward. Which one should I use?
What's your gut tell you is better? Your first instinct, just you don't want to think about it. Just shoot.
I get
Go.
axe.
Okay, then use the axe. Here's a ring, 5.5% melee damage. Also 2% melee crit. I want to push the quest up while you do your management. No, I'm also gonna kill a dogfish. Because fighting these sharks so far are my favorite thing.
Is it just because they're easy to kill?
I don't know. They're just fun to shoot, yeah. They're big, they're fat, they're easy to hit.
I like how they explode when you hit them.
I think a legendary or a purple just dropped purple. They definitely didn't go full BL3 where legendaries just rain down from the sky at a constant, which I think is a good thing, even though I've always, to a degree, I've understood why Borderlands 3 did that, because even though legendaries rain from the sky, it's rare and hard to get the right legendary or a good legendary. At the same time,
It's raining here.
you kind of want legendaries to drop and that to be really, really special. And that just means make the guns generally good and don't let them spawn in such a wide range. Some range, because, you know, you got to still try to work for like the best drops, and you still need to be able to say, instead of just, oh, it dropped, therefore it's the best. Oh, it dropped. Don't let it ever be a bad rule though with a legendary, I think. Just make them rare, but oh, it's the best rule. That's what makes it really sweet. So they definitely toned it down.
And this is my tale. When my kind gained consciousness, many saw our new free thought.
I'm not a total hater on that BL3 system. I do actually agree with people that they probably shouldn't have gone with that, but they had a sound philosophy behind it. They didn't just randomly choose to do that.
So I began my conquest.
They decided to err towards making legendaries abundant, but making it very difficult to get the right one. But there is definitely like a psychological thing there where when you see legendaries all the time, it doesn't make them special anymore. They just feel like epics. Are we going the right way? This has got to be a side quest.
Wait a minute. Gravestones?
Yep.
This used to be the bottom
Screw
of
it.
the ocean. How does that make any sense?
It's called scene setting, Valentini.
Based on your arsenal, I assume you will not blanch at your task. You must slay the coiled Tizocs and retrieve the 5 pieces of Yara's voice shattered by the dark magic.
Do we know what quest this is?
No.
Her voice.
They twist her
Oh.
angelic voice into a dark resonance which summons the fell serpent.
Orin.
Oh wait, this is still the same. Or, no,
They
no.
befoul Yara's memory, and in doing so, they bind her soul to this mortal plane. I will not rest until she is free.
We're doing this because the story seems interesting.
Day, Yara and I were enjoying a midday sail. She was singing me a song of such beauty that I nearly wept. But then, the sea roiled around us.
Is that a marble near you? Break it. I want to remember.
Did you find the marble?
No. Oh wait, yeah, I see it.
Where's it at?
It's down here. It's below here.
Below here?
I think it's right there. Just somewhere lower.
I have to free her. You kill some stuff. Oh, the music's actually good
Those
for this
coiled
section.
impalers.
I was getting pretty sick of the fantasy music. They finally changed it up a little bit. We have more traditional Borderlands music. So far, this has been the best song I've heard in here. I can actually stand this one. Did you already kill everything?
No.
Well, when we came in here, she's like, there's a marble.
Spoiled priestess.
Oh. Don't think I have shock. Doesn't matter, early game, we can just bust shields the old-fashioned way. Oh my god, everything needs freaking reloaded all the time. And even the COV weapon, you have to draw start it. Oh, the audio glitched out, but in the opposite direction today. Progress, I guess? Or I've got these on backwards. Yep, got them backwards. Best gameplay ever. You know how we do. Fix it temporarily. All right. Tucker had to do most of the fighting there. Tucker, good job. What do we need to do? Yara's voice. 0 out of 5. Are you still in the game, Tucker?
Yeah.
It was a sudden storm of scale and claw, a cabal of wicked coiled, and in a flash they snatched my beloved from the deck, dragging her below. I dove in pursuit without hesitation.
We're fighting about his wife being abducted.
Fire of devotion in my veins. Then, just as I thought my strength would fail me, I grasped her hand.
What? Oh, damn. I think the mushroom finally talked and said that'll clear the cavities. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. Which is also a horse. It's a horse and a witch. Where's my SMG? Here it is. This one at least has an okay reload. Oh, and we're back to glitched up audio. Hooray, 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 hooray. I'm just gonna stand it for now. So I don't think it does that to you guys, because that would, the mage well would have to be impacted. I can actually monitor my voice for once too. Hooray, we're doing good, boy. I've just gotten used to not being able to monitor it. Imagine spending $300 for a sound card and having it glitch out. Because probably, and I've troubleshooted the issue. It's just not a simple issue to troubleshoot. It means there's probably a voltage issue or a circuit somewhere that's gone bad.
This guy's a poet.
Yeah, he is. A beautiful writer and speaker.
Did we even ask him to tell a story?
It's Borderlands. We never ask them. We'd rather just be shooting things. I'm cool with the Borderlands writing, and I like the stories, but I do wish that they didn't do so much front loading of dialogue, and they just talk to you while you shoot stuff. Much preferred. For me, anyway.
I just beat one of these things to death with an axe.
Nice. Did it feel good?
I don't know, it just stayed down.
So this is going to be my main. Tucker and I's playthrough will be this playthrough that you're watching. I am going to start another character, though, and we'll start filming on that. Probably this week. I got some other projects that need to come out, but I plan to keep going here while While the Wonderlands is still new and fresh.
I could not save her.
There's a Jacob's pistol. Did you see the chest, Tucker?
Oh, nope. Oh, I see. You get anything good?
I didn't. Is there anything good there for you?
It's greens.
God, I wish you could just sell. If you could just sell from the ground, that would be nice. Even if I could just loot his junk from the ground like people have asked. I wonder if we have to do this quest to get the marble. That's kind of cool. This is totally the fifth element right now. No idea how we get down, though. Still have not discovered path down.
We need one more.
Yeah. The slide into the chest thing does not work half the time. You have to really be right on with the slide for it to do what you want it to do. You know what the next step is just having those auto open in front of you and then you auto loot them. Just if you're near them, have them open, because what's the difference between that and the slide and the melee at this point? Especially on ammo chests. Money chests, you probably should have to open them just for that feedback.
I'm just collecting the last voice box.
Alright, cool. I'm still trying to find a path to the marble, but there is zero obvious paths to the marble. I found a chain and an anchor. Figured it out, Tucker.
Good for you.
I wish you would have seen it. It was actually kind of cool. The answer to that, Tucker, is good job. Good for you is usually like passive aggressive.
Oh.
Because, you know, it's like, oh yeah, good for you. As in, it's bad for me. There's also a chest down here, so you might want to check it out. It's a big chest.
Alright, give me a minute.
Gun handling. What would that change? Dark magic, Graveborn. What do I have on now? Oh, why not? Skill cooldown rate, fine. I don't really understand. I think gun handling just makes it more stable. Here's shock, which might actually come in handy. But man, that thing when I pop my ability is really strong, so I'm not going to get rid of it quite yet. Okay, companion damage, that's nice. Ward recharge delay, that's nice. Critical chance, that's good. Berserker, I don't benefit from. This is also Berserker power, so just toss it down. Tucker might want it. I'll actually skill active, increase companion damage. Well, that's not bad. It's a Skulldugger. Oh, so it's one of those that... But it's got a crossbow attachment. So it's basically the COV guns.
What's that constant ticking?
I don't know. I wonder that myself quite often. No clue. Oh, there's two chests down here, Tucker. Oh, it's a mimic. Oh, this is the shock we put in. Where's it at? Bottom? No, bottom's still sniper. Right is SMG. Top is shock.
I wish I could fast travel to you to try and find you.
That's full auto. All right, now let's go to flesh. So let's SMG it.
So
that thing on full auto.
How'd you get down?
Go to the hall where we deposit the voice boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just walk out towards the marble.
Okay.
Lightning
Now
damage, Graveborn power, Graveborn. Oh, that's... Rah! Well, you'll see where
I
the
see.
floor got
I
busted
see.
in. There's all kinds of stuff down here now.
Yeah.
This is for you. Enjoy.
Oh, thank.
Do you know this one yet? I'll drop it for you.
Where? Yeah, already known.
Okay.
Do
Let's
not
see.
know this one yet, though.
Lightning damage. I don't know. I definitely went dark magic power. So the rest is I don't care about. Still gonna mess with this. Okay, 20% melee damage, minus 15% attack speed. Echo, melee attacks deal 8% of all non-melee damage dealt by Fate Maker over the last 10 seconds. Bonus damage reset the skill. Good first episode of the day.